I'm really starting to spoil you guys here with these short videos. Lesson number 6, not pretty easy, but you just got to do a little thinking and whatever. But not going to be too long for you here. Before you watch this video, or while you're watching it, hopefully you have your binder with you. I want you to take out lesson number 0, and if you don't have it with you, that's fine. Just make sure you have it in class with you tomorrow. Lesson number 0, which contain key facts you should recall from earlier grades. We're going to be using those facts to do these problems. We did some basic ones in lesson 0, just reviewing stuff the whole first week of school, and now it's going to be a little bit more advanced. But really nothing crazy. All right. So here, we got 91G, 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 and it kind of goes around in a circle. If you look at if you add up all these angles, this angle plus 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 this angle, look what it creates. Look what it creates. It creates a circle. You should know that a circle contains 360 total degrees. So I know that these 3 are 91, and I know the leftover 3 are all G. If they're all labeled G, that means they're all equal. They have to be the same. If they called it G, H, and K, or X, Y, and Z, they could all be different, and then we're in trouble. We don't know what to do. But because they're all the same, we know whatever. So we're going to do 360, take away 91, 91, 91, so 273. 360 minus 273 is 87. Okay, so we have 87 degrees left over for 3 angles. So now we do 87 divided by 3. 87 divided by 3. And what's that come out to be? 29, because 90 divided by 3 is 30. So it's 29 degrees. So 29 degrees would be G. Now to check that, put a 29 here. So to check it, we're going to go 29 here, 29 here, 29 here, and then see if what you did makes sense. See if it works. Add up, get your calculator. 29 plus 91 plus 29 plus 91 plus 29 plus 91. If you don't get 360, you did something wrong. Okay? That's what you never should ever get anything wrong in geometry, because you can always check it, especially stuff like this. All right? How about this here? Well, this one you need vertical angles. Remember, vertical angles are when you have intersecting angles. It's the opposite angles in the intersection, and that's what we have here. It's not these two. If you look closely, these two aren't vertical angles, so we can't say x equals 4x minus 10. We can't do that. It's not those two that are vertical. It's this one and this one. It's this guy and this guy that are vertical. Those two are equal angles. Well, if this is 4x minus 10, this one has to be 4x minus 10. So I'm going to label that 4x minus 10. They're the same exact thing. Now, see how they gave you a 90 degree angle? There's a reason they gave that to you. If this angle's 90, then the other angle, the other side is 90. So these two angles here, this angle x and angle 4x minus 10, these two angles right here, this I'm going to make them red. Okay, this red angle and this red angle, those two angles have to add up to 90, because this is also 90. And remember, it's a 180. This is a 180 here, right? See the circle, 180, half a circle, 180. That's 90, 90. So 4x minus 10 and x, those have to add up to 90. So that's what that's my equation. That's what my equation is going to be. 4x minus 10 plus x. So it's adding these two angles equals 90. All right, so it's 5x minus 10 equals 90. Of course, add 10 to both sides. 5x equals 100. And then divide by 5, x equals 20. So x does equal 20 here. And let's check it. Let's check to make sure this works. So if this is 20, so that angle would be 20. This one's 4x minus 10. 4 times 20 minus 10. So that's 4 times 20, 80 minus 10 is 70. All right, so that means this angle would be 70. Does that work? 20 and 70 is 90. All right, here's 90. Here's another 90. We know this is 90 because that was given. 20, 70, and 90. Add that up, and you got your 180. See that? And then you can do the same thing over here. All right, so that's 180 total. you can always check to make sure you're right. This one's got an x and a y. Oops, it's going to keep flipping down on me. Okay, this one has x and y. All right. Now, we know we have vertical angles here. This angle and this angle are vertical. Okay. The problem is that you can't, so don't write this. 3x plus 6 equals y. Like, that's true, but like, now what? What are you going to do? You can't solve one equation when you have two variables. You have to have two equations, you have to have two variables. So that's not really going to help us, even though that is true. But whatever, we all other vertical angles here. We have this guy and this guy. See, those are vertical angles. So if this is x minus 11, this guy is x minus 11. Okay? And same thing here on the other side. If this is x minus 10, this must be x minus 10. So I'm going to label that x minus 10. So you got to really take a look at everything. All right? Get rid of those arcs just to make it a little cleaner now. And now, look at this. Here's a 180. That's a 180 there. Boom, boom. Here's a straight line. This angle, and this angle. These three angles here should add up to 180. There it is. Boom, boom. See that? There's a 180 right there. So that, and that. So x minus 11 plus, I'm going to put parentheses, even though you don't really need them, plus 3x plus 6. And I should have done that up here. It was 4x minus 10 plus x in parentheses, plus x minus 10. So those three angles should add up to 180. So let's write an equation that says that. All right? And we don't really need the parentheses because we're just adding x plus 3x plus x, 5x. Negative 11 plus 6 minus 10 is negative 15. All right, and then 5x minus, so it would be 5x equals 195. And then x is going to equal 39 because 5 goes into 195 39 times. X is 39, which is one thing we wanted to find. Now we're going to check that still. We're still going to check that. If x is 39, we got to find out what y is. Well, remember, y is this angle, which is going to be equal to whatever this angle is. So we have to do some work here. All right, so x minus 10, 39 minus 10. So that means this one's going to be 29 degrees. 3x plus 16, 3 times 39, plus 6, not 16. Plus 6 is, I did this already, 123. So this is 123. And then, so this is 29. That means this would have to be 29. And then x minus 11, 39 minus 11 is 29. All right. I'm 28. Yeah. Hello. 28. All right. So then this would be 28. And then, okay, so then if this is 123, this would have to be 123 because it's vertical, and that's our y. So I'm gonna say that 123 is y and 39 is x, but we're gonna check it. To check it, add them all up. You're going around a circle, right? So all those angles added up should add up to 360. 123 plus 28 plus 29, that's 180. And so if that's 180, then this must be 180. 180 and 180 is 360. So even a lot of different ways to check. Check any that create a straight angle. You got your 180 there. And I will see you in class tomorrow to work on this a little bit more.